This was a moment of that induced unrestrained hilarity on my part on Bathtub Boys' show last night as they were going over why this war on Fox by the White House is righteous.
Explain the White House, this White House versus Fox News, the rebound effect here. A lot of them seem unhappy about that. They were very unhappy. And the quote, I mean, buried in that Rahm Emanuel quote was the way the president sees it. Yeah. He's not just saying that they sit around and Rahm Emanuel's throwing things at the screen. It's not just him?
No, it's not just him, and it hasn't been just him for some time. Look, this isn't, they've come to the understanding that this isn't just about commercialism. There is something deeply twisted about what's going on over there.
All right.
What the hell is he talking about?
There is something deeply twisted about what's going on over there.
Yes, deeply twisted. Here is the twist. We actually tell you what's going on over there at the White House. We told you about Reverend Wright. The others were going to skip it. We told you about Van Jones. The others wanted to sweep that under the rug. We told you about Acorn. They wanted nothing to do with it. Now, on Bathtub Boys' show, they dismiss he and Richard Wolff, who was fired from his job at Newsweek for having a deal with Obama and the White House for special, shall we say, backstage access so he could write this book, Renegade, about Obama. And turned out it was nothing more than a big puff piece about Obama. And Wolff was happy to be in the tank with Obama because it just blew up his job at Newsweek. I mean, Bathtub Boy had to take him off the air for a little while. Anyway, here Bathtub Boy and Wolff say, well, it's not just the problem with Fox isn't just that it is trying to make money. CNN is also making money. Actually, CNN is making more money than Fox on a third the ratings. Explain that to me. MSNBC is in the business of making money and failing at it. But Fox alone is committing the sin of wanting to make money. The way it works is they put it out on the weekend shows, and then their minions in the media carry it out all week. And so after announcing that there
is something deeply twisted about what's going on over there,
Bathtub Boy and Richard Wolff went on trying to dissect what it was about Fox that so annoyed the White House.
It's not about news. It's about personal attacks. Look, they may enjoy it for all sorts of commercial reasons, but it goes way beyond the commercial aspect here. There is an unholy jihad going on.
An unholy jihad going on?
A twisted one.
Deeply twisted and an unholy jihad going on Fox. For what? Because they don't bow down?
Yes.
Because Fox News anchors don't begin the show on their knees, praying to the God Obama, as the others do. That is deeply twisted and an unholy jihad.
Is it politically smart to invest that much in this out of the administration and the people who work in that building there and the other one over here? Or did they just feel like they had enough? I mean, I'm not making any undue comparisons, but when I started down this path 6 years ago, it was because I had enough.
Did he ever?
The pathological presidential liar or an idiot in chief.
Now, anybody called Obama that?
Not Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, Mr. Bush. The Chicken Little of presidents is the one, sir, that you see in the mirror.
Anybody say that to Obama?
Would that we could let this president off the hook by seeing him only as marionette or moron. But a study of the mutation of his language about Iran proves that though he may not be very good at it, he is himself still a manipulative, Machiavellian snake oil salesman.
I don't think anybody's treating Obama that way.
You, Mr. Bush, are a bald-faced liar.
Oh, that'll get you fired, you say it about Obama.
My comments, Mr. Bush, are often dismissed as simple repetitions of the phrase, George Bush has no business being president.
Say that and you're a racist.
What else is this but fascism?
Or a fascist.
This advice, Mr. Bush, shut the hell up.
Anybody say that to Obama yet?
Nothing
Get
even
them to
close.
print you a T-shirt with fascist on it.
Nobody said that.
It's not about news. It's about personal attacks.
But Bathtub Boy has figured out a way to make this work for him. If you eliminate Fox News from the ratings... because it's no longer a real news organization, what are you left with?
By the way, for 6 years, I have suggested to my bosses that what Fox did was not news, and we should say so.
I bet he has.
That a 24-hour-a-day political infomercial was not news.
What does that make MSNBC then?
That there were 3 national cable news networks and only 3, us, CNN, and Headline News. So the White House has now done the heavy lifting. And guess what? We're number 1.
All right.
Sweet God.
Put Fox in, and he is, what, Fox triples him?
At least.
Take him out, and
we're number 1.
Now leave it to Bret Hume to point out what ought to be the obvious to Bathtub Boy and the others.
One wonders how our colleagues at CNN and elsewhere like being patted on the head and given the seal of approval by the White House. These outlets already stand accused of being in the tank for Mr. Obama. Do they really want to open themselves up to more such criticism by ignoring legitimate stories because they originate here?
That is what Obama is trying to do here. It's not just a war on Fox, we don't like you. They are desperately trying to get the other networks to not cover the stories that Fox breaks. Don't cover Acorn. Don't cover Van Jones. Don't cover Reverend Wright. Don't cover, what's that guy's name at the FCC, the diversity czar?
Lloyd.
Mark Lloyd. Don't do any of this stuff. Just stay away from those stories. That way only Fox viewers will see them and believe them, and we can call them birthers and truthers and all kinds of things to diminish them. As Angry Rich calls him, dumbass Donnie Deutsch. Well, Donnie Deutsch is an advertising executive over on this network that is claiming to be a news network, and Fox is an MSNBC. An advertising executive is allowed to ask guests questions.
Important people.
Important people. And, I mean, you got somebody on, let's say, I don't know if it was Richard Holbrooke, but somebody talking about Afghanistan and Pakistan, and Mika will say, Donnie, you got a question? Does Donnie have a question?
He's a jackass.
What? And what if he did have a question? He sells you crap. He's an advertising executive. But even Donnie Deutsch, an inch deep and 25 watts of brain power, even he could see this was a dumb move.
They are elevating Fox. Think about this. It's the President of the United States, the commander of the free world, versus a television network with a couple of million viewers.
Let's break it
ratings
down.
bonanza. It's insane. They should just be dismissive and
Let's break it down. It is Barack
really?
Obama against, let's just say it, Glenn Beck. Now, Glenn Beck,
you're putting them in the same sentence. They win. Fox wins with that.
They are putting them in the same
That's
sentence.
what I'm saying.
Since the White House started attacking Glenn Beck.
Numbers through the roof.
Through the roof. Now, okay, I shouldn't be quoting Donnie Deutsch as an authority on anything. He is, as Angry Rich calls him, dumbass Donnie.
Maybe PR. Maybe.
But here is the Washington Post I hold in my hand. Ruth Marcus, full-on Obama-supporting liberal at the Washington Post. Headline, Obama's dumb war with Fox News. I don't need to go any deeper than that. And calling me deeply twisted. I don't know how they found that out.
There is something deeply twisted about what's going on over there.
Who should wear the deeply twisted sign, actually? I am taking it on proudly, Angry Rich.
Yes, you are twisted.
You're disturbed and twisted?
It's who?
Breaking news.
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. You didn't say disturbed. Did
No,
you?
I didn't. News. I didn't say.
Sorry.
Wow. I
thought that was the question. Sorry.
I did not up the ante to disturbed, Christine. It was simply deeply twisted. If deeply twisted is questioning what this president is doing, I proclaim myself deeply twisted.
He's Foxy.
Oh, I love the coils and the coils love me. I am sure a gorgeous hunk of man.
John Gibson.